5 on Your Sideline is sponsored by Side and Stricker Nobi John Deere.
Hello everyone and welcome into 5 on Your Sideline. I'm Ahmad Hicks and it's about to get serious around here in St. Louis. Playoffs are on deck next week and we got a good tune-up tonight.
We do, Ahmad. I'm Corey Miller and it's almost winter go home time, but we got some good stuff here tonight and I finally get to anchor with you.
Let's rock
So I know
out.
we're going to have some fun. Take away the highlights.
Let's rock out, why don't we? CBC in Edwardsville, some Illinois versus Missouri action. It seems like every week Patrick Heidart and Jeremiah McClellan connect for a score. Tonight, nothing different. They would get rolling, but the Tigers would give them all they had. Jake Gary to Ios Epineza. The Epinezas continue to shine at Edwardsville. You know that name, right? But unfortunately, that wouldn't be enough as the Cadets finish off the regular season with a 48-21 win.
Let's go to Eureka, hosting Kirkwood. Best game of the night here. It was all, Ahmad likes to hear that. It was all Wildcats early, though. One of the best backs in Eureka history, Kevin Emanuel. Long run here. He'd go on to score on the next play. This one's going to go all the way down to the wire, though, even past the wire. Overtime, Kirkwood is going to get the big stop of Emanuel going for the two-point conversion, which would have won the game. Pioneers get the huge win over Eureka. Ahmad loves that, 30-29.
Hail Kirkwood, play the fight song. Up next, the Melville Panthers on the road taking on our rival Webster Groves. The Statesmen winless this season, and the Panthers were trying to keep it that way. Josh Everding rolls right, and Mark West says, thank you, I'll take those. Big-time catch. That would set up his teammate Eric Omer as he follows his blockers right across the goal line as Melville would win in a shutout, 27-0.
Only a few undefeated teams remain in our area, with one coming from Breeze, Illinois. Our Hannah Yates shows us why football is about more than just a game for the modern-day Knights and why family is everything.
The modern-day Knights are undefeated through Week 8, and it's not happening by chance.
There's been one team that's went 9-0. Obviously, we're not 9-0 yet. We can't look ahead, but we're 8-0, and we got one to go.
There's one word to describe this program: family. With the 2021 roster having a rich history of family members who have worn the Knights logo over the years.
A lot of us, probably most of us.
It's awesome. I mean, it's like I grew up every Friday. I'd come here, watch them play, and now I'm living it out.
But this family is much larger than any roster. Modern-day football is a community affair, with tailgates before and after every single game in decked-out RVs that have a rich history of their own.
The tailgating started about the mid-1990s, and every year it seems like the next class wants to do it, beat the previous class. Got a few parents together, about 5 or 6 parents. They've had it running for several years with all their kids. We joined in and we thought we'd get one too with a couple of parents too.
The football families travel to games in 2 separate campers, playing cards, eating food, and of course, talking football.
This was one of the original RVs here when it started several years ago before the other one. The Night Rider, I think on the front here, you can see they got the name listed right on the front. Come on in.
There's sayings and stuff for football sayings they kind of got on the walls, and that's the girls' dealings. It's kind of cool, man. It's a big family. We've turned it in. It's pretty cool, and it's just a tradition.
The trailer carries all of the tailgating essentials, including meals donated by local businesses, and it's pulled by the newest RV.
We had to name the RV. The other RV was already named, so we had a lot of ideas, and a group of the parents that own it, we came up with One More Night. That's an extra player on the field we fill with the family and friends we bring along to every game. So one more night in the stands that help us for a victory.
There's no doubt that the modern-day team works hard and has a lot of talent, but their support system is unlike any other.
It's kind of built into its own monster a little bit. It's like Mayberry, if you remember back from the show, from the Opie days and stuff. But I mean, the community comes together and they do a great job of supporting their kids, and we're just happy to be a part of it.
Hannah Yates, 5 on Your Sideline.
All right, how about we hit the sidelines again? Parkway North hosting Jamarion Wayne and his Parkway West Longhorns. First quarter when Gannon Snyder would roll out, and then he finds the Mizzou commit. Here goes Wayne for the first score of the game. He would tally two more later in this one. But on the ensuing kickoff, the Vikings' Monte Weaver, he would field the kick return, and he gets a little busy. One more block, and he would have been gone for 6 points. Not enough, though. The Vikings would drop this one by a final of 36-15.
I'm not tackling Jamarion Wayne, I'll tell you that. Undefeated Rockwood Summit hosting Riverview Gardens. Second play, Mason Brown. Little toss to Samuel Vu. He gets outside. That's going to go for 6. Later on, it's going to be Elijah Stevens. He's going to get the carry, and he's going to go right through Riverview Gardens, zigging and zagging all the way for a touchdown. Another touchdown. Summit gets the big win, 57-0. They cap off the first undefeated regular season in program history.
Shout out to the Falcons. Francis Howell making the long trip to Columbia, but it's short if you ask Corey. He's a Mizzou guy. Taking on Rockbridge. Great play here. Booker Simmons finds Jude James in the end zone for the score, and the wonderful grab. Howell was great on defense as well tonight. Nice tackle coming up from Caleb Miller as the Vikings, they roll Rockbridge 33-0. Just a reminder, Friday isn't the only night to catch some good football. Tomorrow night at 10, we'll have this great matchup between DeSmet and the undefeated Vashon Wolverines. The Wolverines are trying to shock one of the top schools and large schools in our area in the Spartans. Now, speaking of the PHL, the Soda and Tigers will look to get back to their winning ways after a mandatory quarantine halted their season after a 4-1 start. Now, the Tigers don't have as deep of a team compared to others, but they still show up and fight each weekend, which is most important, says head coach Ramon Edwards.
It really doesn't matter the number of kids, just having the opportunity to coach them. And it's more than just about football. You know, it's about life growing up in the inner city. So a lot of this, only a small percentage is about football. The majority of it is about life.
All right, they had to forfeit 2 games due to quarantine, so trying to get back on track tonight, taking on Luther North, but the Crusaders, man, they had other plans. Jalen Carson gets the handoff, and Corey, I don't think you want to tackle him either.
No,
pass. He is a load to bring down. He extends their lead, and then they get the ball back, and Brian Brown, he keeps it, and he goes in for the score as the Crusaders, they win this one big, 58-6.